Nix and the 1-1 Denver Broncos will head out to Los Angeles to face Justin Herbert and the 2-0 Los Angeles Chargers at SoFi Stadium. We get a battle between the two star Oregon quarterbacks. These guys had fantastic college careers, both selected in the first round. Now, if you're an Oregon fan, maybe you're tuning in to preview this game because of that fan, or you're a Bronco or a Charger fan. I think all of us are excited to see these guys go head to head once again because of the talent that they possess, the ability to throw the football down the field aggressively. Now for Bo Nix, that's where we'll start with this video, is sometimes there are throws that you are believing it's aggressive in the sense of trying to win when really it hurts your football team and you have to eat the ball. We saw the interaction between him and Sean Payton. He comes to the sideline. Payton just wants to know, what did you see there? What led to the decision? And we saw some of the young quarterbackness of Bo Nix being frustrated, obviously, with himself. In those types of moments, it's understandable that you're upset with yourself. You're hard on it. You're a competitor and don't want to make those types of plays. It's a learning, teachable moment for a young quarterback. And truly, they had an opportunity to win the game. The missed kick later on, the leverage call. For me, I don't understand why you're that aggressive. Typically on a 60-yard field goal, I know it's different these days, but you could basically have no defense out there on the field and still making a 60-yard kick is a tough operation. Now on the other side, Los Angeles Chargers going into this game against Denver. Well, they're coming off of 2 AFC West wins. They beat the Chiefs week 1, coming up with the snapping of the streak. The Raiders didn't look great against Las Vegas late in that game with the fumble by your rookie Omarion Hampton. No, it did not. Was it fun turning it over on downs on a 4th and 1 where you are not able to get that yard and you give the Raiders chances? But I'll say this much. You're almost rather you saw all of that happen because it gave you a glimpse of how dominant your defense are. This is a matchup between two teams that were number 1 for the Chargers and defensive points allowed per game, and the Denver Broncos, who are number 3 in football last year. And all of the indicators are pointing towards it being a lot of the same stuff for the rest of the season. I know that Denver Broncos fans have a lot more confidence and aren't rolling their eyes that this team is better than giving up 29 points to Daniel Jones and the Colts. Giving up that many yards on the ground to Jonathan Taylor, this team is better than that. Their identity that they have built up, being sound, being fundamental in the trenches, holding their gaps, and you give up 165 yards, that is a major test. Thankfully, you're going up against LA, whose biggest question mark on this entire team, it's not left tackle or right tackle, even though Rashawn Slater goes down out for the whole season. The offensive line looks really good for Los Angeles. No, it is the run game. Seeing Omarion Hampton struggle in this game with a very big turnover, those types of things cannot happen. We had the mistake week 1 against the Chiefs where he runs out of bounds before the half and it leads to 3 points for the Chiefs. Those plays can cost you games. It cost him 3 points. Nonetheless, a great teaching moment. But here, he coughs up the football and gives it back to Vegas when you're looking to just salt it away and end this game. Get out of Vegas and get back to LA with a 2-0 record. Like I talked about, the defense showed up, but cannot have that. So for Denver, I am not letting Justin Herbert sit back and beat me. He has showed us that he can go out there and beat Patrick Mahomes. Red flag, alarm bells, signals, blaring everywhere. Okay, he beat the bad man. And last week, a not clean performance, and they still hold on for a 2-score win on the road at Vegas. That shows you that this team has turned a page. It's not just a new page, it's a new chapter, and arguably a completely different book altogether that they are writing the story of a team with the culture under Jim Harbaugh that wins close games, matchups that they stack up against, have the same level of equated talent, a team they should beat by the way they've played, they wind up winning those games. That's why if I'm the Denver Broncos, I am not letting Justin Herbert beat me. He has shown us that he can do it now. Everyone's talking about him looking like a different player. I have seen it. Absolutely. Should have been an interception in that game. Jermaine Pratt let him get away with one. But Justin Herbert looks like a different guy. All of the weapons. I'm going to keep harping on the Chargers and give you more reasons why Denver has to come out rushing 4, dropping 7 into coverage, and not getting ultra aggressive in picking and choosing your ways when you get pressure on them, but not putting more than 6 guys in the box. I'm keeping 6 guys in the box, 2 high safeties the entire game. If Omarion Hampton has over 150 yards rushing, I'm keeping 2 high safeties. I am coming up with a game plan and the type of thing where we're just going to come out. I'm a former tennis player. There's certain types of matchups where you go against a guy where it's like, I have to hit 2 first serves. I have to go down with what I know I have to do because this guy is just too good. And you have a first serve percentage that's in the 60s, you're able to do that. High 60s, not low 60s is a big difference. But this is the exact same type of thing. If you're Denver, you know you have a good secondary, you have a great defense overall, but you understand the strength of your opponent fundamentally. Sean Payton obviously respects Jim Harbaugh a ton, too much to say that, hey, best player on your team is probably Justin Herbert. We're just going to go out there and we're going to make it easy on him. Just be able to sit back there and throw it to your weapons. They take the kid out of Auburn, the former transfer from Penn State, Keandre Lambert-Smith, for speed down the field. They bring back Keenan Allen, didn't work out in Chicago. Ladd McConkey looks easily like Justin Herbert's favorite target. They've got the tight end. You want me to keep going? Tre Harris out of Ole Miss, they bring this kid. They have committed to the weapons. And one more guy, Quentin Johnston with another big day. It appears like Quentin Johnston is exactly what they hoped for out of TCU. Again, people don't remember last year. Don't have it in front of me, but I think it was 6 touchdowns and 700 yards. Like, we saw the steps in the right direction year 2. In year 3, it immediately looks like first round pick. It absolutely looks like we're starting to cash in on that investment a couple of years ago. And with Quentin Johnston being a legitimate weapon, we now can have conversations that LA has arguably the best receiving core, not best receiving duo. You know how good Cincy is. The best receiving core, a group, a unit of guys rotating in, fresh bodies in the National Football League. Now, enough with LA and designing a game plan. I'm not a defensive coordinator in this game. I don't even think they'll take my call. But that's what they're coming out with. I would be shocked if we see Sean Payton loading up 7-8 guys in the box and trying to come out with that. So on the side of Denver, for the Denver Broncos, it's clear and obvious that was a game against Indy that got away from you on the road. But that can't happen to LA. See, understand this. The expectation and what we're believing for Denver is a team that gets back to the postseason, but is able to threaten the Chiefs and the Chargers for a spot at the top, getting a home playoff game at Mile High. It has been a long time coming for that to happen with the domination of the Kansas City Chiefs. The run game, it needs to get back to what it used to be. They did the right thing, right? You're running the football a good amount. J.K. Dobbins clearly looks like the guy. There was a bit of talk that R.J. Harvey might be able to mix 5 carries last week. J.K. Dobbins, J.K. all day, 14 carries for a touchdown in there, close to 80 yards on. That was fine. That was the fine part of it. And Bo Nix was efficient. It was just that turnover at the time. It's so tough to talk about this game because they're this close to that close. They had it. They won. But they're 1-1 from that type of performance. So I'm telling you, this is a very good football team from Denver. They have the pieces everywhere. We saw the explosive play, and I got to tell you, Troy Franklin is one of my very favorite players in the league. I got a buddy that played high school football with Troy Franklin, and he was a couple of years older than Troy, but said, I mean, this kid's just, he's just got it. He's a playmaker. And the wheels that he has, the connection and the chemistry with Bo Nix. So as a Bronco fan, you're waiting for that. When are we going to see the explosion of Troy Franklin, a guy that we put high draft stock into, someone that was a 4th-round pick? And I'm saying high draft stock because of what people were saying this connection can be. It's not like your typical 4th-rounder. When you have a guy that was playing with another one in college and they did what they did that last year at Oregon, incredible season for Troy Franklin and Bo Nix. It's not enough for him to have only had 260 yards and 2 touchdowns. So through 2 weeks, to have half those numbers, like literally 133 yards and a touchdown through 2 weeks, these are exciting signs. It does look like a year where Troy Franklin can threaten to get 850, 900 yards, 8, 9 touchdowns on the season, really bring himself to that standard where he can be that number 2 guy there with Courtland Sutton. But when it comes down to it, I like the Los Angeles Chargers to win this football game. It's a lot easier to pick them. They don't have to go up to Mile High Stadium to win this game. Get in the atmosphere early in the season especially. That's where it's bigger, where you're not quite in shape. The status of Khalil Mack, very unfortunate with that elbow. Just a great player, a guy that sets the standard each and every day for a team, and a veteran, a leader for your squad. So losing a guy like that, very tough for the long term. What it looks like as of right now, the recording of this, I don't know the time he's out, but it's clear it will be a decent chunk. I have the Chargers winning 23-17. They are favored. We're seeing 46.5 points. I don't see it. Right now, I see 2 offenses that are close. The Chargers have looked like they're putting up 30 points a game, but that's not what they have done to this point, right? Week 1, they go out there against the Kansas City Chiefs, and they put up 27 against the Raiders. Looked like they should put up 34. They only put up 20. It's not happening this week against the Broncos. I see it happening against the Giants in a couple of weeks where they have that explosion. So look for that. Let me know down below in the comments who wins this game and why. We love these AFC West matchups, and we're this close to seeing a pop potentially early in the season. We could have a team 3-0 in the division with some big wins. LA, look out for the rest of that conference. And for Denver, shut them up. Shut me up. Tell me that this team's going to have response. They stop the run first to make Justin Herbert beat him and make him turn into some of that inconsistent play we have seen in the past. So I appreciate you so much for watching. So much fun to break these down. Football is back. We're already on to week 3. This thing is going by pretty quickly here. We're excited for this one. I'm sure you are too. So I appreciate you so much. Make sure to subscribe for more content in the future. I make college, NFL content every day. Blitz for Blender is for passionate football fans, for people looking to learn a little bit more about the sport, see it through an unbiased lens, someone that watches all of these games and is just enamored by every second of it, enjoying it from a positive slant. That's what we do here, talk about the game in a positive light. So I appreciate you, and I will see you next time. Thank you.
Best player in college football.
That Georgia and Ohio State game, New Year's Eve, is going to be a classic.
Josh Blunder. Hi, everybody. I'm Josh Blunder.
To the 40, 35, 30, Espinosa to the 20.